and welcome back to Sunday Square Off. Should Joe Arpaio go to jail? Will you get to vote on blocking the school voucher expansion? And why did Senator John McCain ignore Governor Doug Ducey? We're getting an insider's look at the week's top headlines from the left and the right this morning. Joining us on the left, Catherine Alonso, CEO of the Democrat-leaning consulting firm Javelina. And on the right, Chris Baker, Republican political consultant at Blue Point. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Let's start with the former sheriff. A federal judge convicted Arpaio last week of criminal contempt for intentionally ignoring a court order. He could get up to 6 months in jail. Catherine, I'll start with you. Should the sheriff get jail time?
Yes, that's
Why?
an easy one. He has such a long record and legacy of pretty devastating human rights violations, not to mention being in contempt of court. I think there's a lot of evidence that he has a crime that he should serve jail time for.
Good point. The judge can take into account his whole history, not just this crime, in sentencing him. Chris Baker, yes or no?
I actually believe he should have a little jail time, though I approach it differently than Catherine. This isn't about past sins. This is about having a federal court order, looking that court in the eye and ignoring it. And you can't do that. And I don't think 6 months is warranted, but I do think a little jail time is in fact warranted.
A little jail time, okay. I think the judge is going to give him jail time. That's my bet from having sat through hours and hours of these trials. Next story. This puzzled a lot of our viewers. Senator John McCain said he would listen to Governor Doug Ducey during the votes on the Obamacare repeal 2 weeks ago. We learned last week that Ducey wanted a yes vote on the skinny repeal. Senator John McCain, as we all saw historically, voted no, thumbs down. Why did Ducey want a yes? And Chris, why did McCain ignore him?
Ducey wanted a yes because, like a lot of Republicans, he wants to see health care reform advance. Everyone understood that the skinny repeal was the vehicle to do that. So that's why our governor, took that position. As to Senator McCain, I think Senator McCain was using the governor for cover and effectively saying, well, look, guys, I'm going to do what my governor wants. But when it came down to it, changed his mind.
Until I don't want to do what my governor wants, because I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Catherine, what went on there?
I have a slightly different read. I think that what McCain said is, I'm going to follow the governor in doing what's best for the state. And McCain thought that what was best for the state was a no vote, and Governor Ducey at the last second folded to politics and sort of changed his mind to a yes. And in my view, what ended up happening was McCain ended up looking like a principled politician and a statesman and doing what was right for the people of Arizona, and Governor Ducey ended up looking like just a politician.
And just disclosures, you are representing David Garcia, who
absolutely
might be an opponent.
Yeah, and I think has a stronger and stronger shot based on Governor Ducey's playing politics.
And Chris, could Doug Ducey have been listening more to his good friend Mike Pence in this case?
No, I don't think so. I think Governor Ducey has been fairly consistent. The person who wasn't consistent was Senator McCain. Senator McCain was the one who changed his mind. Look, you don't pull the vice president down to the Senate floor at 1 a.m. if you don't think that you have the votes. I have a sneaking suspicion that Senator McCain was a yes vote earlier in the day, and for whatever reason, went to a no.
All right. To immigration, President Trump announced a rollback of legal immigration last week. Still has to be okayed by Congress. Is this a winner or a loser for Arizona?
Oh, this is a loser for the entire country and for Arizona. It's bad for families, it's bad for communities, it's bad for our international reputation.
Give us specifics. Why?
I mean, I think that this is a problem and a solution in search of a problem.
He wants to bring in the best people from other countries and also lower the amount of illegal immigration.
Right, absolutely. And I'm not sure that legal immigration is something that's a huge problem our country faces. I think, you and I are both naturalized citizens, and I think that legal immigration, and in fact all kinds of immigration, have been tremendous for the United States historically and today, and that this is I think that the president had some failed immigration policies that he tried to push through for executive order, complete failure, and now he's clutching at straws to try and get some immigration reform through so he can deliver on promises from the campaign.
Chris, winner or loser for Arizona?
Split decision. I think it is a winner in that immigration policy should be centered around education, qualifications. I think it's always in a country's best interest to try to bring in the best and the brightest legally. Loser in the sense that You know, what I couldn't figure out was why he wanted to limit the level of immigration. I don't think anyone on the right or the left has ever really seriously said, hey, legal immigration is a problem. And so I do agree with the policy in terms of focus, disagree with the limiting.
Makes it a lot harder to grow an economy if you're limiting those kinds of folks.